Listen. Yeah. Yes, Lord. Get that out of there. Hey everybody, it's your boy Matty Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in again to another Dragula Titans rant and review live discussion over the nonsense, the foolery, the swear word of it all. The swear word of it all. Listen, we got a lot to talk about today. I changed the lighting up because why not? It's Dragula, and I wanted to give you this deep dog down in the vibes. Of course, my co-host, who is also my panel member, Dooley_noted, is here with us today. I'll be real with you. I'll keep it honest. This episode was very beginning and end. In the beginning, cleared is what happened. Coco cleared that room smooth and just right. And at the end, we were given the gag and the consequences of the goop, as there will not be a final four, but a top three. All right, let's get my social medias out the way first, and then we're going to go ahead and get my co-host up into this piece. Of course, by all means, if you would like to drop a tip in my jar for hosting today, it's downstairs below. It's paypal.me/MattyRants, Cash App $MattyRants, Venmo Matty-Rants. I think we need to change this color up. It's the holidays. This kind of green. Yeah, let's do a little minty. Let's do a little minty there. If you would like to donate, there you go. But my social medias are as follows: it's at Matty Rants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the Matty Rants. You can find that on the link tree down in the description below. If you grab a branch, if you eat some fruit, it's a little bit of Mativia poot, all that kind of stuff. It's so funny. Happiness. Almost every video, someone says this, so I can't help but to tell you that my videos are lives, and YouTube actually puts my videos in the live section. The videos are there. You have to do more than just open my page, unfortunately. So if you're like, what happened? I'm still here. That's why I'm going live. My videos are not deleted after I post them. You just have to simply go to the live portion on YouTube. Hopefully they'll change this up, since Instagram wanted to change up their notes in the message section for some odd reason. But right now, it's at the lives, just for right now. You know what you can do, though? You can email YouTube and tell them this sucks. You can. It's past 3 minutes. I can say that word. That'll help us content creators out. When you take those surveys, they're like, hey, what's going on with the experience? Ask them for a format change and to not mess me over in the process. Back to my social medias, though. Once you do find me in the description section with the link tree and click me. You can also catch me on Patreon for as low as $1 a month. I do reactions to each and every one of these episodes. $1 a month, that's 25 cents a week. Catch me on Patreon. I'm also bookable on Cameo. I've received a very strange request today. At the end of this video, based on y'all's request, I will read what I was asked to say, because I'm not going to fulfill this request, but I am going to read it aloud for my audience, where somebody is probably trying to play a stunt on me. You haven't upset me, happiness. I just wanted to make sure everything was clear, because every time I get on here, it's always said. So I want to make sure I'm clear. I haven't upset me. Trust me, you'll know when I'm upset. I'm not upset. Not upset. But if you want to hear the story of how disgusting and gross this one was, I was like, what do y'all want me to say? For how much? Oh, baby. I'll read it to you. It was ridiculous. Now, let's get my co-host up into this piece. First of all, you know him for a good shoulder, whether it's the left one or the right one, it'll do. I don't know, Dooley. I like that. It's the shoulders for me. A doctrine, a shady one, an intelligent one at that. A good co-host for the Dragula series. I appreciate him and his attendance. Stooley _noted.
I never know what cocktail of introduction I'm gonna get on any given day. But you know what?
But the shoulders will
It's
always do.
it's 30 degrees outside. I wanted to give y'all shoulder. I've been I popped in a little late. Your girl got out of work late. I've been in the house for 3 minutes. It's cold as hell. I got the little heater that could working on Power Ranger right now because it's cold.
It probably has more energy than Astrid had through that Predator suit, but by all means,
you know what? we're starting already.
it's early. See, we don't have on bonnets today, but we do still have
ready.
on.
She stay ready.
A reading cap doesn't need a lace front. But I will say this, Dooley, glad to have you here. I know I had to message you like, so we're starting. But yeah, let's get your social medias up the way. A little light conversation disclaimer for these people. Apparently, last week one of y'all had a very racist screen name and tried it in my comment section over your love for your favorite white Eva Destruction. I want you to be very clear here that I'm not going to malign anybody, but I will drag you to the pits of hell. But Dooley, how about you, friend? What are your social medias today?
If you guys want to find me on Twitter, I'm at _ duly noted _ That's _ DOOLEYNOTED _ On Insta, I'm duly noted with 2 underscores in the middle. That's DOOLEY _ NOTED. And for anything else that you might want to know, linktree.com / duly _ noted.
Thank you, Dooley, for your social medias. You know, it's interesting. Before I start the other panhandler moment for my episode, as the girls like to call me in those days, I did want to readdress the statement I had just made. I want it to be very clear because I love what I do and I've been doing this for so long, but I also know that based off of certain occasions and persuasions, words can be misconstrued and intentions cannot be heard because when you're blinded by your obsessions, you can sometimes miss the point of satire, jokes, sarcasm, all of that, and then some. With that being said, I have to post this because guess what? Disclaimer, this program is for entertainment purposes only and content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, individual, gender, or wigs. All opinions expressed by MattyRants and program participants are solely the personal views and not reflect the opinions of human being on the planet. No, you should be sent to any of the shows or individuals on this program, so please don't be a poot. If you feel comfortable being in this program, please Matty. This is for fun. We're here to have a good time. If we're shading someone, like I need it to be kind of clear that at the end of the day, I wish these people nothing but good health and good wealth. Those 2 things that rhyme with 2 different letters of the alphabet, E-I-E-I-O. Whatever you know what I mean? Like, I don't know what other way you want me to do. Do you need me to tuck you in at night? You want me to give you a pillow? Calm down. This is for fun. Shut up. You get on Twitter and say whatever the hell you want to say. You know what I'm saying?
I will say I'm good at tucking the girls in at night. Like, if you need a friend, just DM me.
And I could do the military corners. Real talk. We can pull some triangles. We can get it right up in there. But the thing is, we're here to have fun. So when I see some think pieces sometimes, and I see all these moments of, well, when they were talking, shut up, Jan, or soon to be Marsha times 3, because I feel like that's going to be me.
It's gonna be. You think it's gonna be the same energy?
When I saw that neck, I knew. I said, giraffe reg right over here is going to get on my nerves. I already know it. I already see it. Looks like a stretched out Blair St. Clair. I just knew she was going to piss me. I said, watch her.
Stretched out.
In a funhouse mirror, but it's okay. I believe we'll see. Because remember, Spanky Jackson, I saw the print and said, nah, that's not it. Take them sweatpants somewhere else. She ended up being the most fucking fun person on the show next to Queen and Hannah. So again, I could be wrong. We'll see. We'll see. But I'm normally on the money with it. If you want to donate a little dot, it is the holiday season. This bitch is cold in New York. I am a sweaty mess in Houston. It is the holidays. If you want to show some love, drop a tip in the jar. There's a dollar sign next to Julie's name. That's his Cash App. My
Please.
PayPal, my Cash App, my Venmo's down here. Not needed nor necessary, but at the same time, if you wanted to show extra love, because sometimes the super chats for me, I don't see till the following month, and then they get cut down with the da 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 da. It's like ha ha ha.
Mhm.
Drop a tip. We appreciate it.
Good.
Merch is available in the store too. It's cute. Hey, Bible girl, what's the goo? Y'all ready to talk about this episode today? Yeah.
Y'all ready?
Yeah. You ready?
Yeah. Yeah. Mia.
Or to Isis may, she also have good health and good wealth. No. Oh, we love Isis Couture. Okay. Horror Icons Reanimated, episode 8. This is the episode prior to the finale, which sadness. Dragula Titans is almost through.
Almost over.
Was it a good fever dream for you, Julie, or could you have waited for a regular season?
Ask me that again next week. I need to see the finale to answer that
question. That's the way to say things we want, and if they don't go our way, then we think it sucks. But yes,
I've been a victim of the White Lotus this week, and I just want to make sure that I see all of the material before I make a decision.
No puns intended with that one. No puns intended.
Y'all not gonna catch me trying to jump out a boat. I'm taking the stairs.
Dooley said, "I'm tired of White Lotuses." Listen, I am a little bit perturbed at that ending of the White Lotus this season compared to the first season. However, I have a feeling based on what could be set up for season 3, without giving things away for people who haven't seen it, I think if they give the just dues to who I want to get the just due, I will be quite happy. But I was pissed that was, that's how that that way?
Prison. There's a lot of evidence left behind.
It's the Golden Globe nomination for me, Dooley, that I was like, what? Yes, let me go ahead and get this out the way because I already know people are going to be in the comments, and it always throws me off when I'm trying to talk and I just be seeing shit that don't have nothing to do with anything that we talking about. Scream 6 will be held in New York City. Everyone yell in the air and get excited. It's giving all kinds of slasher vibes from Friday the 13th. Hooray, hurrah. Hoo-yah, I'm so excited. Nev Campbell's not going to be there, so I'm less excited. Now you know how I feel. There you go.
I actually didn't know that. I saw a screenshot, but I was busy at work today. I didn't get a chance to be all up in.
The trailer just has them in a subway car, and people are in the mask, and then the one who's a lesbian gets ran up on, and then that was the cut of the trailer. And it was like cool, and they took the M and they made a 6 out of it, and it was like cool. But then I was like, oh, Nev Campbell's not here. Not so cool. Then again, I don't know what I'm expecting from a 6th, part of a movie here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see what happens. Yes. So now back to Dragula Titans.
A regularly scheduled program.
Horror Icons Reanimated here. That's how Matt has to talk to folks lately these days. These Boulet Brothers, Dragula Titans. Let's act out this scene, shall we, Dooley? Oh, cute man. Whoa. That Best Western hotel bed. Oh my God.
What happened last week, which is just bonkers. Wow, she was really mad at us.
Like, did you for colored girls? Am I right? Like, oh my goodness. It was just like this, like, it was so, like, that was a lot to take.
I don't understand why. I feel bad, but I don't understand.
Because it's like we couldn't move, and then this one over here, you want to talk about the best, the like Golden Globe winner almost.
Asher is giving us Golden Globe.
Every episode, this hand touches a breast, okay? Every episode. We get here and it turns into You know what, you guys? It's really hard because I wanted to be there for Melissa, but she was yelling at me, and then Coco was saying a bunch of I don't know where that comes from. I suck her titties every day. What is happening here? Like,
so I was thinking about this when I watched the episode, and I finally realized who Astrid reminds me of.
who? Caillou?
Joan from Girlfriends.
Oh.
Especially season 1 and season 2 Joan. Joan
always doing the right thing at the wrong time.
Joan would run her mouth. Joan would never see how she contributed to situations. I think Joan cared, obviously, because that's the premise of Girlfriends. But it was like, baby, the way that you interacted with these girls don't seem like you. These your friends?
Meanwhile, Gay Wednesday Addams over here is, happy over the success of her Netflix series. That is the second most watched Netflix series ever.
It's real good.
I have not yet seen it. I was
entertained.
After watching the challenge tonight, I'm gonna get into it and try to binge the episodes because I hate to watch it and then wait. It's like, no, I gotta move through. Girl, I wouldn't even give her Thursday. I'd say Tuesday. Okay. This annoyed me to the next level, I wouldn't even say destruction anymore. I would say Eva caused a mess, decided to, I don't understand and all that kind of stuff. No more destruction for me, Delise. Eva caused a mess. That's the name for me.
Instead of the Eva destruction, it'll be like the precipice. It's the precipice of mess or something. I don't know. Like,
not Eva Clutter. Eva Delusion. Okay, listen. We're gonna get off a Femme Lurch here, and get through with the rest of this, and understanding how Hoso thought she was getting away with not getting pulled into this mother. I wish they had actually used the clips from last week to say, well, they're not talking about me. Bitch, Coco came in and said, and you thought that we had forgot about you, Miss Mama. I said that bang was burning. It was burning all right.
I was gagged. The first 10 minutes of this truly gagged me. Like they were talking, I was like, oh, they talking shit. Oh man. But then
it's the way it was done, not just talking shit. It was very you got that was a lot for us. Them and what they were saying and all those words, and where did that come from? They never said that to us. I said, didn't y'all do the same thing? Listen, everybody, and Coco even said it, they all were guilty of doing this at one point or another, but it was at that moment when we needed you just to hear somebody and not to come back with but you did this too, that needed to happen. That's all. You know what I'm saying?
And then Coco walks in and was just like, and I was like, oh no. It just immediately started going in.
Raphael, I appreciate the super chat, and it's off topic, so thank you for the super chat because I would not have answered this. Do you think we'll ever get a triple premiere that consists of 12 to 15 queens? I think if the wheel continues to roll, we will get cheese.
That is entirely too much. I hate that idea. I hope not.
It's already going to be a split again.
Yeah,
into the no one's going. Yeah. You already know the bit. Regardless of all that, but Hosoli, Onyxly and Hosoli. Corny. Da. Okay, let's get away from this pity party of chins and noggins over here and get into the real show, because when I say my bitch came in this room like she worked for M. Bison, my motherfucker came up in here like she was Shadow Lou Reddy.
She knew like the dolls.
Said, what you need, Master Bison? It's about to be cannon strike, cannon drill, and Hawkeyes, girl. I said it was Street Fighter versus X-Men. I know who I'm picking. It's Coco and Chun-Li. Down.
Mission completed, sir.
Okay. Too short. Bitch, what? Are you crazy? Oh no, we're doing it. We're doing it. Let me tell you,
She did
Shadow
look like
Lou.
Cammy.
Shadow Lou came up in this bitch. I love anyone that wears a beret. It gives me a turtleneck tease with some sort of cinch waist. You automatically become Miss was it my assassin thighs lady who's now a lover of cats, Cammy, who is one of my favorite characters in Street Fighter, period.
She was ready.
Like she was speaking before she walked past the point of the coffin entrance. Do you understand me? It was, who do you think you are? Swing it, shake it, move it, make it, bitch. Uh, Hell no. I was here for this moment.
I truly gagged.
Fuck all you hoes.
I texted mate, Laura. I texted Matt and Blake like, girl, I'm 8 minutes in and they already.
Thank you for the super chat. That gamer guy, Coco, came in like Tupac on Hit 'Em Up. I mean,
we don't want to get flagged. We can't say that. We definitely cannot say that. I know that much.
Listen, all I know is every shot that was taken hit for me personally. You know, going over this, I understand people feel some special kind of way about others, but when I say Coco finished what needed to be done from what happened prior to before, especially after probably having to sit there and listen to them give their victim story over this, Melissa yelled at me, you know, kind of bit, when in reality there were a lot of moments people were on some bullshit and it just wasn't talked about. Okay. Now, on initial intake, lots was being received between two different structures. One power tower, I don't think was, you know, receiving it as hard as the other, but that responded in a, well, fuck you then. We don't need to be friends anymore. Like that is, did you hear Victoria actually say, I guess we're not friends anymore? What movie is this from 1999?
Like that off, like just look at friends, siblings, loved ones have arguments, and to jump from like, bitch, we're having an argument to we not friends no more is a leap.
We might as well have been singing 10 Things I Hate About You, Can't Hardly Wait, or fucking She's All That, because I didn't understand what this was about with I guess we're not friends anymore on the next episode of When It's Cold Outside. No, bitch, I know we're not doing this today. What?
It's giving the hills.
It's giving me Claire Danes starred in this and that voice was still annoying. Like I can't. They were killing me. They were killing me.
Yeah, I was bothered. This little moment right here, I was just like, this would have been my response too. Like, how do we get here? That's not what I'm saying.
But let's give Coco her dues for sitting there by herself and handling two, because it was really Victoria and Astra that were doing all the talking. Eva in her confessionals was doing more work than she did in person with the girls. She's not two-faced. Y'all don't even know what that means. Bitch, that would definitely be two-faced.
I'm going to say something, maybe a little prematurely.
She did agree with Coco in the second part, though.
At this point, based upon what's been presented, unless Coco flops the finale, she has to win. She has to. She is like officially the hero and narrator of the entire season. And I'm not discounting the other girls. That's not what I'm saying. Y'all could be mad in the comments. Based upon what's been presented and the way the cards are falling, unless she flops, I don't see how she doesn't win.
Storyline purposes, as far as redemption arcs go, absolutely. To be honest with you, Victoria is amazing. We have seen this. No shade. Hoso, amazing. We've seen it.
Did a good job. No shade.
Like not even doing it all there. It's low key. It's season 4.2. High key. Except, you know, this is what it would be like if Astrid was still there. Like not to say, because Coco coming from the same season, you know what I'm saying? But you're seeing somebody who does their aesthetic and does it very well. Have there been moments of missteps? Yes. We're not going to sit there and suck on her clit like that. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to do that. But like, I'm gonna say that the moments when she was good, oh, it was phenomenal. Things when we expected her to do not well on, she went and came through, and it was like, oh god, man. So yeah, story wise, she that would be interesting. I would be
I've
here for it.
also had the opportunity to go to a the Boulets tour
Mhm.
and seeing how it is produced.
This is
Now,
the person who was
Hoso was there and has the experience and could do it. We've seen her do it, but Coco would also do what needed to be done in that particular type of like artistry. Like it's just adding up, and I don't see how she loses. I don't see it
we will find out on the next
next week.
episode. Yep, we'll find out. Astrid wanted to get her point
Not
across.
this, not this, not this, Matt, not this.
I had to let you make your point, so I had to go right back to this so you could actually give me dues on my edit, okay? Because Dooley was just talking. I said, "Bitch, I
I'm
had this whole
sorry.
picture up. This bitch eating air. You know what I'm saying? Just but she's a hand talker, and she wants to tell her how she feels and all this kind of bit, and we just had a lot of great memeable and giftable moments. Listen, I want to say this before someone takes our words and turns them into their own construction paper of an opinion, but there was a moment when Coco got off of them and wasn't just dragging them down the stairs. Now, was it a long flight of stairs? Yes. Was there damages? Yes. Did their insurance cover it? They had insurance. No. It was a good fuck up. She beat them bitches up bad, and some of them took it. It was Hoso for me who wasn't prepared for her name to be put into this mixture and her secret lover over here being geeked about it. Hoso, you better be glad. I love you, sister. I zoomed in. I had a whole fisheye for this, and I had to take it back because it was too much.
Poor Hoso face was cracked. It was like what? I kind
Why
of
am
feel
I
bad. It's
being
like
put into
processing.
this? What did I do? I mean, what do you mastermind of what? Let's roll back the episodes. Yeah. Anywho, Coco said what needed to be said. I was here for it. They low key moved on from that moment. This picture.
It's the eyeliner that
It's the
throws off
hat
the frame.
with the
Because the eye,
glasses, with
yeah,
the eyeliner. It's
like
all of the
this,
above.
and then this. Oh,
It's
the
like
hat is black and it covers like yeah.
right. It just listen. It looks like this bitch is about to steal someone's inner spirit, and they can no longer use their Patronus anymore. I don't know. I love you, though, but protect the
Did you
past,
just call her a
return
Death
the
Eater?
soul. You said what?
Did you just call her a Death Eater?
A little bit. See, when you go through descriptions with me, jokes are made.
I
I'm telling you, she's giving me.
shut up, man.
Bitch, I'm gonna see her at the end of the movie, and Harry's about to pass out. You know what I'm
What a
saying?
Death Eater! Oh my god,
Speaking of Death
Sarkeisha,
Eaters,
no.
these two here are really taking this. These are we're listening faces.
I, Victoria
Is so good at
Vic,
that face. She's a great
Victoria
actress.
does make this face a lot. Victoria reminds me of just like a ball of emotion trying to like sift through conflict, while Astrid is just a block of like
A
a
cheese.
block of just thoughts. And it's like they both need a little bit of what the other girl needs. Like Victoria needs just the hard rationality, and Astrid needs the feelings.
Oh, not y'all calling Victoria Will.
Oh, I thought that was a Vecna joke.
Oh no, not
Ooh.
Will.
Nikki,
Not
tell us in the
Will.
comments, is that Will or Vecna?
It's no, it has to be just for
Oh,
the
Will
bowl
looking out
cut.
the window? Looking out the
Yes,
window?
yes, bitch. That is Will down. And Will just came out the
With the
closet. You know what
bowl
I'm saying?
cut?
So that's gonna be Will's new look in the new movie. Like I was starting to feel
Aw.
myself. Oh, I think I'm gonna change my name to Victoria. That will be a whole arc you didn't even know. Will's a Will person, and so is the Upside Down. Okay, sorry.
Aw.
Oh, poor girl. Poor girl. At least she's not giving the one girl in Hereditary who gave her. Oh, That was a whole nother car ride.
You know I hate that movie.
When they were burying, listen, when they were burying her mama, why? Tony Collette deserves all the awards. I don't care. That dinner table scene, Dooley. Oh,
I think I love the actors and actresses. I thought they did a great job. It's the plot and the plot /
I
script
am your
jacked me up.
mother. But I thought it
well
was
done.
amazing. I actually really loved that movie.
I wanted to fight by the end of the movie. I was like,
it was Midsummer that pissed me off. That was the one that
I liked Midsummer.
I hated it. I was like, so y'all just sat there and watched this man fall from the cliff, and that was it. And then the one that broke his ankle, and then they were like, well, we have to come out here and finish him. Excuse bitch, I'm out of here.
They needed one credible black friend, and they could have been up out of that. But Chidi was too bad doing his research.
Listen, he gave you what he gave now. Votes for a certain got away. Herschel Walker tease. He said, I'm gonna go in here and get this book and get all this information. Bitch, you were the first on the menu, low key. Like, what you talking about? That lady put her wet hair in the food and in the drink. I will never get over that. That was craziness. It was a good movie.
Mama was working roots.
I still prefer Hereditary over Midsummer, but honestly, I love his movies. Even The Northman now, I can appreciate. The first time I saw it, I said, what in the fuck is this nonsense?
I haven't seen Northman yet. I might watch it while I'm away.
Be on something. Be on some sort of libation. It is not a sober movie, friend. I promise to God. It is, especially when they get the Valhalla scene. You're welcome, because when that edible was doing me justice during those moments, like, what the fuck is this? It was amazing. But yeah, it was definitely a lot different than what the trailers gave it up to be. So I would be prepared for that. All right, back to the show. We appreciate you for being here. It is alive, so conversations will happen in between. We're still on the topic of horror, though, as this is for Dragula Titans Episode 8, Horror Icons Reanimated. Drop a like, drop a comment. Thank you for the live chat, for tuning in. We're reading your comments here, as well as drop a tip in our jars, because we're poor.
Baby, I have things that need to be paid.
Just leave it at poor. Broke. If broke, we ain't got it.
I'm poor.
But you don't have to, because a rich response is the thumbs up button. It is. That's a rich response. Now it's a response, but poor. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Let's keep this rolling here. I lost 30 subscribers. All right, going. No, I'm just playing. Actually, we're almost to the 21,000 mark, y'all. So for the new people in here, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you. Trust and believe the holiday seasons always bring in the folks, plus Drag Race 15. I saw 30 new subscribers yesterday. I was like, oh, here we go. It must be a new season of the main franchise. Looking at these wigs now has given me a toothache, as cavities on top of these people's heads is what this is presenting now that I've looked at it long enough. Ain't it?
Oh.
Ain't it? Just a whole, just a yuck mouth. So season 4's mouth. Listen, someone's back tooth on that one season of the show are the Boulet Brothers here. You can clearly see one of them is the baby tooth and the other one is, well, never mind. Yeah, let me stop. I have more jokes.
It's giving Timmy the Tooth. Remember Timmy the Tooth?
If you painted their hair brown, they'd be Jimmy Neutron again.
What the
Everyone's favorite Bert and Ernie couple are here to tell us that the main challenge has to do with horror icons reanimated. This can come from cartoons, this can come from movies, comic books, TV shows, whatever is the smartest way to do it, and it needs to be your own interpretation. They were very specific about it not being cosplay.
They don't want cosplay.
They said no cosplay. One more time.
Don't come down here looking like Jean Grey. That's not what we're doing.
We didn't ask you to be the actual thing, but to give us something that would be like your interpretation of that thing. Okay. fabulous, and do it in your own sort of way. They're then going to present a floor show where they have to actually reenact specific scenes from those iconic horror people, person, places, or things that they are doing. Do you have one, Dooley, that you possibly would have gone with? Because we already know who I would have done.
I had so many ideas. My favorite one, you know this. One of my favorite horror movies is Saw.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but I feel like Billy the Puppet is played out. There's several other like elements of the movie that I would try to like bring in.
Mm-hmm.
Hannibal Lecter was another one that I thought of. I'm not quite sure how I would drag it up, but like that man is terrifying. Smart people that are murderers are terrifying.
That's funny. Yes, I would have, but if I did Chucky, I would do Glenn Glenda, and I would do it from that perspective. I do the split face with the makeup on one side and the other one, and I do that full acting scene with the spray can with the fire, and basically, pretend like I'm spraying that girl from S Club 7 to fall down the stairs again. If y'all remember, that was an S Club 7 member that was in that movie, that was taken out. I would do that scene, but I would come out with Tiffany and Chucky on my sides, like walking with me, and then I would throw them and turn into like the murderous doll myself. Yeah.
I could also see myself do. I would do a cannibalized Snorlax. And just have like a human leg in my hand chowing down, like
you know
like
what?
that. Like,
you want to do Pokemon, bitch? I do Gengar.
That would be fun.
And then I would open the mouth up and I would be the tongue, and I would come out as the tongue, like wow. Oh, that would be fucking cool. Like yeah. That would be dope. That would be dope. But there were a lot of options to go with as far as horror icons. You can do folk tales, this, that, and the other. You could be a Boulet brother, because what's more horrifying than this?
And that was smart. That was fucking smart.
I said, I literally giggled when I saw her because I said, "Oh, she's in." I was like, "Oh, they're very good for flattery." So that was smart,
especially if you do it right.
Mm-hmm. And it was giving me very round the way. Yes, Boulet. You got me shook up, shook up, shook up. Yeah, it's Boulet Brothers. It was very Dragula with an R&B undertone.
Coming to the stage, Shanta Quantum Water.
Okay. Oh, another Candyman reference, because you already know that's the icon in the community. But let's get into the Fright feat, which has them taking a lie detector test. Boring. Sorry, I had to say it, but I will say there were moments that I found entertaining, like him going thumbs up and him also doing thumbs down. Coco lied on purpose, which was funny and kept this entertaining. Yes, Coco, because this was a boring Fright feat. The only part that I found to be moist and delicious was Astrid admitting to the entire world that she knew she wasn't going to be in the top 3. Matt, that sounds mean. I meant it to be.
She should have lied.
And still, you know what I mean? It was like, okay, girl, I totally get it that, that's the truth for you and that sucks and that hurts. That's fine. In that moment, though, you lying could have did you some favors. However, that predator look, you was going home, period. But it was a moment for me because I was like, oh, and here she go. This is the honesty. Victoria, did you believe that Miss Mama was in your top 3? I said, oh, see, here we go. Like, these are the questions we're asking today. Coco admitting, I tried to lie on that part about the saboteur part, who was taking her stuff and all that kind of gas. It was funny.
I liked Coco's strategy. Just lie.
I'll say this, because they are judging the entire show. I mean, we get a fucking recap when the Boulet Brothers sit in their office chairs and talk to us about the whole situation. But that is entertaining. It shows that, oh, she knows that this is a truth detector, lie detector test. We're going to play on this. We're going to make jokes out of this. Ha ha ha. Like, I remember when someone had said, can we change the topic, when Coco was talking about a story of survival after drowning? And you know what would have been really petty and just my kind of flavor, Julie? I'd have interrupted this patient zero looking bitch and I would have said, "Oh, I'm tired of hearing about how you're not advancing past this episode. Let's move into us getting our clothes." I certainly would have. I'd have been that dick. And you can get mad at me. You can throw money at me. Do anything that you consider violent like that. Just make sure it's dollars. But bitch, please. I thought this was silly. Like, I can't believe it. I told y'all how I felt. Aren't you that girl? Isn't that your empath path? Like, what? I'm confused.
I said I felt.
So, but in that moment, I'm thinking to myself, bitch, fuck her. She literally clowned on a whole nother person's serious moment and said, let's change the topic here. I've done the same thing. Girl, go over there and suck on Hoso's face and mind our business. We need to get our clothes together. Y'all do something, tickle each other's booties or something, make yourself feel better. I don't want to do this no more. Look at this, Dooley. If this was in black and white, this would be for a migraine ad. This would be giving me very side effects include. Coco, I want to know how you felt in this moment.
We just finished an episode where somebody else was sharing like their mental health struggles, and it felt folks clearly couldn't vibe and understand why, but seemingly intuitively feel the need to rescue this person from this situation. I think that is very telling.
Oh, Dooley. Oh, now I have to get up and walk away.
Now you understand mental health, and now you understand having an issue or having a moment, and now you want to comfort the homegirls, and now you want to stand by your fellow friend and competitor. Now,
yes, so when Jesus walks with me, listen. Oh,
that is interesting.
Keep on walking.
I thought the juxtaposition of the end of last episode and the beginning of this, I was like, okay, girl.
I love that is where your mind went, because that was me when I was watching this. And I sat there like, what?
Okay.
I'm gonna look at Coco here and go, I wish her well. Shut up. My friend watched and talk about, if you don't sit your big Tonka truck ass down, bitch. This is advertising. Hold on, Beyonce. Love the way I walk. Oh, because I walk with a vengeance. Okay, listen, I'm sorry. It's Christmas time. I need someone to rub on my booty for Christmas. This Christmas. So long. Look at Coco. Oh, I should have zoomed.
I feel bad.
Zoomed.
I genuinely feel bad for Astrid in the moment, but
no, what she's
storytelling,
talking about,
it's like
valid.
Yes,
but you dead ass did this to somebody like not a few weeks ago, and I'd have clowned. So sorry about it. That would have been that day. Like, wow, that was fucked up. No, you low key pulled the whole mood away from that situation, and right now you talking about, I just told y'all I'm going home. I'm not winning this show, and it sucks, and it really makes me feel bad because I admitted that to myself, and I'm like, you are right. That is a really fucked up feeling to be sitting in a position where you've worked every day your ass off, every fucking day. You've only been safe. You have never even had that this close to a win.
I would feel away too.
I would. And she's right for that. And you hear how we're having this conversation before somebody says we bullying, fuck y'all and fuck all that. Better yet, I got something for you. You know what? Disclaimer: this program is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not to malign any religion, race, asterisk, company, individual, or wigs. So listen, I get all that. However, I'm a grudgeful fucking bitch sometimes, man. I'd have hugged her later and said, you know what, I'm sorry I had to do all that, but that was for the camera, and that was to get your ass because you did that to Coco earlier, and I didn't like that shit. So now let's move on.
What can I say?
Not Karma paid Ostrich a visit.
It's not ostrich.
Thank you for the super chat, Dom.
This is like the consequences of like main character syndrome, like seeing yourself at the center of any and all thing. Like
They
I'm
have
the
been
main
for
character.
Hoso.
Well,
I keep on walking, walking. Look at this face. This is a completely different scene. Do I need to pull up the previous photo where she used the same? I'm telling you. Dude, look at this. Look at this. What?
oh, that's her sad face.
That's her sad face.
Her sad, pensive face.
This is empathy.
Yeah.
This is coming to the stage, empathy black. Oh, it's your girl White Salt. All right. All right. Lots of stripes in this room. They laughed afterwards because someone cut a fart.
That was a real
No, I just made that up.
I was like, is that what? Did I miss that?
No, I gave that picture context because I couldn't remember what they were laughing at because it wasn't that funny. I thought a fart would be a better way to end this. I'm going to assume it was Hoso. So then we have a moment in between things that is producer prompt. I don't believe you, Coco. Even if you told me that that was something that y'all just started talking to, I don't believe y'all. Let's get up and fall on each other because trust has been a main topic, storyline, driving point in this season. First of all, Astrid is a person who loves pain because you chose to go with Coco with this jacket on a trust fall. Okay.
Somebody said like she had on a dashiki.
I think Hoso likes having big people on top of them because she chose to do Eva, and that was good. Definitely going to be some destruction because I didn't know if that baby's knees was going to keep the lock that she needed for it. I am no longer entertained by this scene. Next up, I almost said something I was going to regret, but I almost really did. Oh my god. Woo, if Jeffrey Dahmer's story got a sequel, decides that we're going to do a little scary movie part here and run around. And this was fun for some folks too. Coco did not win the Emmy this year, but she did get a Golden Globe nomination. I kept them far away for a reason. What do you think of these choir robes, Dooley?
I was just gonna say, your choir director said take off your robes.
Come on, Sister Act 2. Okay.
Take off your robes.
Take them off. Take them off. That hand. Take them off. Okay. Oh God. Let's see.
I don't mind them. It's classic Boulet. It's a very classic Boulet look.
Listen, LeBert and Ernie here. God bless them. God bless them. It's always like the shoulder up is going to be a gas, and then downstairs for the rest of the hallway trip, it's not going to be what it needs to be. Just like Shudder. But hey.
I watch one thing on Shudder. That's it.
I saw all the VHSs I need to see, and I keep looking for other things to find, and I run into some random titles. Then Jeffrey Boyer Chapman shows up, and I scream, and then I almost break my TV. But I'm like, no, this is my only TV. I think about it, and then I roll one again, and then I'm like, oh, I have half that edible in the refrigerator, and then I start playing Pokemon. That's my Shudder experience. We get right there, and then I start finding better things to do. Let's work on the programming because I love that Boulet Brothers showcase. We're the #1 program, most watched thing ever on Shudder. I'm like, yeah. I don't. I don't have this app unless y'all say, here we are. They look like fruit roll-ups melting in the microwave.
They do.
It's cute though. Why do I keep doing that? I'm gonna stop lying. I remember him, and that's how I treat this. Hey, Joe Bob, I remember you in many movies. That's all I know. Always the southern, slightly giving racist tease, man, in the horror movie genres. You remember Joe Bob Briggs, Dooley?
Sorry to this man.
You've never seen him before.
Sorry,
You've
this
seen him
man can
in
be
many
walking down.
movies.
This man can be walking down the street, and I wouldn't have no idea.
I mean, he does look like a portion of America, but I'm just saying.
Especially in 2022. I'm sorry to this man.
I mean, I could imagine him on January 6th not being there for RuPaul's release date, but for other occasions. But I
I've
remember
been
him
looking
for
at Mitch McConnell
always.
for several years. I can't tell the difference.
Yeah, Mitch McConnell. You call this man Mitch McConnell?
Sorry to this man.
Oh, my throat. Oh, he said.
I am so sorry, Joe Bob.
I would have said he looks like that one Cusack brother that's missing a few. Joe Bob Briggs.
To them.
Everyone's favorite sarcastic actor in that one series on FX that I refuse to watch.
What are you doing?
Everything's that go bump in the.
I'm gonna just say them because they look like they're giving something a little extra, and I don't know they pronounce like that.
You're referring to this very colorful blouse with this top up here, which would indicate a different pronoun.
They are giving us something a little special.
Harvey was funny, and I like Harvey. He's always been a great guest show. What We Do in the Shadows, I knew it was something where it was asking a what or a who or when.
Man said it was done in the dark.
It was it was somewhere.
I walk through the valley.
It was the shadow of death. Listen, I'm about to give a Bible verse, on this show. I just knew they did something in some sort of room. I knew. It's Reno 911, but vampires. Now, I have seen several episodes.
Interesting.
I wouldn't say that. Also, Reno 911 is back in case people have forgotten this. It's the new season's pretty fucking funny too. I was like, oh, okay, y'all came right back. And I'm like, Niecy Nash was on there. I'm like, oh, okay. It's a good time. This confused me at first because I was like, okay, are they restarting the show again? And why are they shaped so well? I knew it couldn't be a Boulet brother. So, I was thrown off here, dude. I don't know about you. I saw a hip. I saw, lines of waist in decent shape. I knew it couldn't be one of them. Not burnt nor orny. So it threw me off a little bit. But then, boom, I said, oh, shit, it's Coco. She did the Boulet Brothers for her horror icon, and they gave her the entrance opener that they do with the wonderful Final Cut Pro X slideshow that they give. What did we give this look, Dooley?
This is great. I also think she favors Mai Shiranui from SNK.
Okay. You talking about Big Titties McGee.
Mm-hmm.
This mama that be, hold on, let's do her pose right here. I'm like, she want to fight them titties be.
Why are your titties down here?
Move out the way.
You ain't got a choice.
Space. Like it be
taking bashing damage from her titties. Just like...
I'm telling you. I like this. I thought it was a surprise and it was kind of a gag. And I like the fact that, again, she did wink, wink, nudge, nudge moment to the Boulets. They enjoy those moments.
It take nerve. It do take nerve. At a minimum, I have to say that.
She did it in her own way, and it was cute. I liked it. I thought the mug was everything.
Because it's still her, but it's also Boulet.
Thank you for the super chat, Mel V. I love Coco. I don't get why she's getting so much hate for this episode. Like, chill. She's black.
It starts with a slur and ends with the Avery.
You know why she's getting it. No, it's...
You know why.
Just like how y'all did some of these season 15 girls.
You know what? I saw many of them comments, and I had to keep scrolling because I was like, you know what? I'm not doing this season. I'm gonna keep scrolling.
It has nothing to.
It's giving a Eureka. She's not giving Eureka. She's giving her.
When you bring it up, when you do it.
Oh, she's giving Crystal. No, she's not giving Crystal message. She's giving her.
Just like Silky Nutmeg. Sit your ganache ass down. Every black person don't look the same. Every white bitch don't look the same. Every Latina don't look the same. Every Asian queen don't look the same. Please stop.
Somebody today, I forget. It might have been Eve the bunny.
They remind you of, but don't say they look just like. Remind you of someone is different than being like they look like someone.
Somebody screenshotted something from the chat from the Meet the Queens. And it was some clearly very young fan who was like, I think they were talking about Spice. And it was somebody was like, finally an alt queen on Drag Race.
Oh yeah.
I had to close my computer, turn my phone off, and walk away.
I was like, clearly have no idea what that means. And then mind you, apparently I'm a part of the hater bandwagon of Sugar and Spice. And I'm like, I was like, they were hired as a gimmick.
You know, one of them don't go home.
And
both of them not making it.
And you already know which one it is based on the Meet the Queens, because there was a likable factor from one of them, and the other one was like, nah, that's an idiot. So no, like I said what I said yesterday, and I meant it. Sugar's an idiot, and Spice was likable. Now what? Now what? And they can both read each other's minds on that one. I don't care. Like, they had a straight man last year. They got twins this year. It's gonna be a pregnant bitch next year. I put that on God. Watch it be. Watch it be.
Meanwhile, you got 492 AFAB and drag kings who actually have talent that want to be on the show that y'all won't cast.
But listen,
okay, girl.
We're gonna see what they give though, Dooley. Because hey, we can be surprised. It's just first impressions. Let the show begin.
Word.
That's how I treat it. But let me call it like it is. Let's act like we're not in our homes talking that funky shit. Some of us just got microphones, and some of us just have an audience.
I just thought it was funny. Finally, an alt queen. And I'm like, you literally have no idea what alt drag is.
Like, she put on some black eyeliner, and you're calling her, I don't really know if it's a lie or if it's a no, what?
Mama got on the choker, and suddenly
she wore black. Oh, she has a British flag, but she's from the USA. Oh,
her big sister gave her old Hot Topic selections, and now she's just an alt queen. Work.
Listen. Y'all better leave them twin Delanos alone, okay? We're just gonna
get out of my brain. I was trying to skirt around that, but here your ass go.
I was like, just like Glenda, Adore Delano split two different bodies. Well, here you go. Okay.
I was thinking Adore Delano. I was trying to skirt around the bubble.
I'm kidding. Adore is super talented. I'm kidding. Okay.
Adore is very, very talented.
She's really talented and actually a cool person. Like, if y'all, I had a bad experience. Miss me. My Libra sister's amazing. Like, love her. I'm so sorry we got off topic, but we had shit to talk about. Okay, whatever. Y'all, it's just an hour. We in the show. It's 5 people up here. So Coco's look we all like, right? We cool with that. We're here with it. If you feel differently in the comment section, I didn't read it for my mental health, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Now, getting into Hosto's performance, when she said we're doing Ringu, not Samara. Not Naomi Watts is not seeing, not Anita's face in the closet when, ever somebody turns the corner. Not that. I said, here we go, bitch. You better give us the original, okay? Because you know how, us Americans like to do. We just start giving, like Serena, for example. No, her name is Usagi-chan. That is.
Can we say? We're about to get off topic again. I hate that shit. How come we can't just watch the Korean horror movie? Why we gotta have an American adaptation of the baby? Just play the Korean version. We don't need American Train to Busan.
My thing is, I'm okay with it having an American version, but you better do the utmost to get it just like the last one, or if not better, and also don't rip from the entire story. Like, give us something original based off that concept if you're gonna do it, but don't go, well, we're remaking it, and then it turns into Tara Reid sitting on a train trying to figure out where
Tara
her,
Reid.
can you imagine, where's this train going? Oh my God, there's zombies. No, like, we don't need all of that.
Like when Parasite dropped, they're like, "Oh, we're gonna make it American." No, we don't. Go ahead and just let us watch Parasite. We don't
That
need no
movie is
upbeat.
so good. The movie is
It is real
so
good.
good, bitch. I was sobbing. I was gagged. I
You
was
cried. I was
gooped.
gagged.
But there was like really emotional scenes through it where I was like, okay, this is so fucking relatable. But like that last scene when they're in the apartment and it's flooding up and this bitch is trying to light a cigarette, and I'm like, I know you are lying with this kind of this water. Like, hell no. But yeah, good movie. Y'all need to see it. It's Parasite. I think it's still on
It's
Hulu
on
for free.
Hulu.
Yeah, y'all better watch it. It's really good movie. Really good movie. But back to Hoso Teratoma. This production was fabulous with her coming out of the TV,
Hustle did a good job.
moving into the look itself. As I did this in a different order, I love that she had the TV on top of her head. It was super meta to then pull out the TV, to then the TV but still behind her, the hair that was wrapped with the entire look with the VHS tapes. Some of y'all don't even know what those fucking look like till today. So I lived and breathed for this. I loved it. It was fabulous.
You did a good job. You did a good job.
Not a good job. All right, let's get into the other look that I'm going to give some positive information light to would be Victoria Black with the Crypt Keeper. I have one critique. Just one. Two. That dress chop. And the fact that when you get into the leg work, where's my legs, baby? There is nothing crypt about them, so it takes me out the illusion just a tad bit. But that has to be maybe the smallest of smallest complaints I can make about this look, because it's fucking right.
Y'all are gonna hate me.
Go for it.
I did not like this. I grew up watching the Crypt. Me and my grandma every weekend watched it together. And as I'm thinking about this, I don't think it's the garment that I hate.
Not the burlap dress, no?
Well, I just like it. Something else should be there. But like,
Looks like she
I'm thinking about like why people like the crypt
keeper.
I'm thinking about why people like the Crypt Keeper, and it's because he's charismatic and funny, which has been the biggest critique that Victoria has gotten throughout the competition. That like, while your look might be good, like you gotta engage and make sure your floor show is together. All of like the best moments of the Crypt Keeper are them being funny. Make like you're terrified, but he said something funny and made you cackle, or said something chilling, and like he engages with the viewer. And so I see Crypt Keeper in the face, but like the energy of the character wasn't there for me, and so I felt like I needed to boot this.
So what you're saying is she's an unfunny bitch. And while she looked great, she was not funny. And that is a part of the Crypt Keeper shtick, is the hilarious dark jokes.
The thing that makes the Crypt Keeper just like, you're like, why is this bitch yelling? It's 12:30.
I mean,
like
she had the laugh in there. Was it the full laugh? Not sure. You know, we weren't asking for cosplay, but I get where Dooley's coming from in this one as well. I did like the presentation though. I was like, oh, she's about to introduce a short story that's pretty fucked up. I then kept looking at the legs, and I was like, this young gentleman's leg.
It's also not
Gentle
gross
lady.
enough for the Crypt Keeper. Like, if you've seen any of the movies or like the extended like intro, or actually watched I think it was filthy in a crypt.
Was a big fan of that series late at night. Oh my God. Y'all don't even look, me now thinking about life back in the day. Oh my goodness. Being a kid at home, it's like 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning. It's Fox
12.
It's Fox 26. It's network television, and it's way past midnight. And all of a sudden, there's this dun 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 dun. The camera is moving through a graveyard. You're like, what the fuck is this? And we get to this really fucked up looking man sitting there going, hello, everyone. It's me, the Crypt
Rich
Keeper.
Keeper!
We have a show today for you, and so many stories. Yeah, I get what you're saying now.
It's maniacal. It's funny. It's uncomfortable. But it's also macabre and like
he's always out of breath.
yes, like
Because he's getting everything
spitting the word
out the words. It's a little. I get what you're saying. I did enjoy her performance, though. You know, it is a little, underseasoned, but I it was a good plate from Cheesecake Factory. I took it home.
Like how you spend 40 minutes making a sauce for your steak, but the steak is overcooked. Like,
ooh,
buckle up your seatbelt before doing what's next. Like, it just felt like
Dooley needs to review and react cooking shows with statements.
oh,
like
it's coming. It's coming.
Okay.
Food is so expensive, y'all. I can't be giving y'all recipes every 2 weeks no more, girl.
But props to Mama. This prosthetic on the face is sickening, and I thought the chest was sickening, and I was like, okay, like
the face.
I lived and breathed for that, so I was here for it, and I love that she had that original book made. That was cool, comic book. Eva Destruction is next.
Boo! I'm sorry, girl. It's the boo. I love Mars Attacks.
Live and breathe for Mars Attacks.
Love!
It's the one thing with Ray J in it that I can stomach.
Love.
That was Vivica A. Fox's son, by the way, in case y'all didn't know that. See, and Ving Rhames was in the movie.
It's just slightly
yeah, I think it was Ving Rhames. Yeah.
Off. Like, okay, so how do I even explain why I dislike this?
Here, I'll tell you why.
Elements from many different things that we liked in the movie and kind of
I'm gonna tell you why.
It's not coherent to me based upon what we saw in the movie. What would you say, Matt?
I needed so if you're gonna give me something, give me a goddamn gown. That's the one.
The woman floating.
I know we're doing our own interpretations of this, but there's something about Mars Attacks. The fact that Joe Bob was like, "Well, you found Mars Attacks to be iconic." Okay, I was like, "Ooh,"
okay.
Like that was like, well, it is an iconic movie. Maybe because you're not a sister that you don't really recognize it, but us gays live for the movie. You know, because you can't say that word, so because but I needed a gown and I needed her to be on rollies or something because there is a movement if you just want to go there of just gliding effortlessly
she glided
with the hands.
The whole...
It was supposed to be very, and she's chewing the gum. Like the gum was there,
undulating.
Cool. And the gun was there. The gum and gun. She had the ring. All of that was done, the whole face being ripped off. So that was one of the issues for me. She came out with it already done. That needed to be actually like presented like, oh my God, it's being pulled away. But there were parts where I was like, Eva's doing the homework that needs to be done. But was I enthralled by this pant with these darted hips and these high boots with it? No, I wanted a gown. And I wish she had wore a big ass gown and came out like that and then opened it up and found like rotting bodies out of, oh, that would have been hot.
Or like, okay, let's say that this is here, that like this here stays. I think what would have elevated it if there was a reveal under it of her being an alien, like the alien from the movie. So like you take off your wig and then the face comes off and you take off the garment and then now you look like one of the bald-headed aliens.
She would have to be Victoria Black and have that kind of work to be able to do a prosthetic brain on top of the head to actually give that tease. Some girls got it, some girls, but but again, not saying this is bad, like, oh, this is a terrible look. It's actually a really good look. It's just when I'm thinking about being oohed and awed, this isn't my mattress giant. So it's cool, but I would rather see her perform in this and I'd tip her in this than be like, oh, she could win from this one.
At this point in the competition, like you have to do the little bit of extra to tip the scales in your favor. And so like knowing this inspiration intimately and immediately, I was like, dang girl, like I
coming
can't
from
ride
last
with you
week too.
Like
coming from last week too. It was like, oh, okay.
Yes. Fucking fierce last week.
Like that was presentation. Presentation. You know, it was like, oh my God. And this was more so I stepped out in my pants, eat snap, and it's cool. But then also the prosthetic was coming undone. the chewing of the gum bit, even the walk to me was silly. I was like, oh, okay, who's she? What's going on here? But still, I'm glad she did Mars Attacks. I'm always a fan of people that know that movie and how that affected my life. And
I feel bad for Eva had high highs and kind of low lows, and it kind of evened out in the middle because, like, your average evens out in the middle because
but
of
she's Eva fucking Destruction. Damn it!
It's okay, girl.
I was like, all right, yell at that wall. Listen.
Wait, what's the line? Of course we know who you are, boo boo. Do you need a name tag?
But she's an icon. Listen, Eva is an icon in the realm of this version and form of drag, as well as in drag in general. I've been hearing about Eva Destruction before I heard of even Dragula rumors. I heard of her being possible to be on Drag Race. I remember back in the day, she'd be on lists to be on the show, this, that, and the other. It was around season 6 time when I remember
6,
seeing
7,
her
and
name.
8 or 7, 8, 9.
Yeah,
it was like
right when Adore got on. It's so funny I bring that up. That's when I was seeing Eva's name around, and they also kept showing me a performance of her in a clown costume in Atlanta, Georgia, doing that full performance, and I was like, huh, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, okay.
I remember when Eva posted to the internet that she was done trying out for Drag Race, because they would edge her and edge her and edge her, and then be right a week before it's time to go. Sorry, girl, try again. I would stop applying too, girl. Spending all this money for all these drags and costumes, and you want to tell me I can't go to that?
I wonder how she would have done on Drag Race.
That's a good question. I don't know.
5th
fan favorite slot, 5th or 6th
again, just like this one.
Well, season 6 was packed.
Oh, it'd have been an early out.
Season 6 was packed, so
it'd have been an early.
I don't know.
It'd have been an early out.
7, I think she would have been an early out, only because of what they were trying to uplift that season.
She wouldn't have made it through 6. Not with the.
He would have done a good job, but they would have tried to edge her out. And then 8 was Bob. So, girl, no telling.
Eva would have been. She would have made it through the horror challenge when they had to do the horror movie, and when it was like, "Oh my God, my DeLorean," she'd been fine for that. Made it
Your mother kicks rocks in half.
Probably would have made it through the musical.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to think where we would have our impasse with what we got.
But then you got Bendela and you got Darian, and they mesh. You got Bianca and Courtney just kind of sailing through that would have been tough.
Trinity was down on herself and was still doing decent as well as well, if not good. Very much safe but never winning in that moment, and also was considered one of the lip sync assassins at the time. Jocelyn Fox was fucking a personality with terrible drag, but we loved her.
Adore Delano, they didn't think was going to do nothing, and came in and had a personality, was giving. So they was like, damn, girl.
Separated herself from Laganja and started giving Bianca more energy was when we saw Adore actually go into you're possibly going to win this one. Yeah, I don't see it for her.
That's tough with the casting.
Speaking of not seeing it, Astrid Aurelia is next as the Predator.
Matthew Daquan Rants. Get out of here. Wow, Nene.
Oh my goodness gracious. I'm not sure if that's the real Akira here, but if it is, hey, Miss Akira, we love you, sister.
Hey, Miss Akira.
Love you, sister. Not sure if that's the real Akira, but I'm gonna still give it time because I'm like, that's the old, that's from that season. And Akira has good photos. If y'all don't know, follow her on social media. Also, funny tweets, all that kind of stuff too. She's good people. Also, one of the Davenport Legacy sisters. Honey's my mother. As Honey likes to say, you're related to everybody.
Based on all the kids, I might be a Davenport, not know.
Honey is my mommy. Let's see here. And Raja beat still to this day. I dare show the picture just because it makes me feel so good. Beat my face into the mug it is. But Astrid Aurelia beat down. Listen, let's talk about it.
I kind of felt bad for them this episode, but also, damn girl.
What in the laser tag light show is this?
It's supposed to be the invisibility cloak.
It's supposed to be good.
Oh,
Bitch,
You
you know what else? This is giving me, I went to that one house and had glow sticks instead of candy, so I stole all the glow sticks and then made my costume be what it really needs to be for Halloween. It looks like these lights are going to turn off in 2 months. Oh my!
not the final payment notice. So, boy, I love the alien costume way more than this. In comparison, I thought it was a bit. It went harder
I'd
than
rather
this.
do Melissa's, glitter yesified version than this.
Yeah.
I was annoyed watching this be in existence because it was like,
Uh-huh.
so this is what again? And also, why that head shape, sister? You have had that same squid head shape. The last episode, it was the octopus. This
Mm-hmm.
episode for that. I think there was a whole nother
Yeah.
episode where this head popped up again. Do you want to be a beetle? Are you a Beetleborg? I don't like it.
Now, this is her interpretation, so I'm not going to drag on that level. But I do also knowing Predator.
Win
There's
fans
other references that I think that could have made this better.
better references, like the
For
movie?
example, Predator was a guest character in Mortal Kombat, so that could have helped your performance.
It could have.
Could have.
See, Mortal Kombat, their movements aren't as erratic as Astrid, so we probably would have still not have known what she was doing. We would have assumed it was one of those running games where they just keep moving and you can't mess up.
She kind of do look like the creature from Temple Run.
When she pulled the spinal cord from the xenomorph moment and we didn't even know it was a xenomorph, there was a point, I think either Swanthulu Grande or Dragmorta Vinti said, but it had to do with, we didn't know that that's what that was. I'm like, yeah, she should have had the head of a xenomorph as a shield, and then slowly but a gag showed the spinal cord being rid of. It's just a little
another moment that I think. So when I think about Predator, I think about Alien versus Predator. And remember, Sanaa Lathan killed a xenomorph, and then the Predator gives her the kill. That's an iconic moment.
I said Temple Run, Cicely. Let's be clear. that was definitely my reference. It looks like we're doing customization on Injustice 2 or in Mortal Kombat, and we only
custom.
We only got the top half of what we need for epic armor, and the rest of it is like we have a couple of challenges to do before we get to the rest of it. It's
since you got half of an armor set, you got
and you dare do competitive competition play with this look, oh my goodness, she's gonna get her ass beat. No speed, no defense, just all attack, like a glass cannon. She's giving glass cannon. Very that she hits hard, but if she gets hit, she's dead.
I also wonder if since I just can't do words and names today. I also wonder if because Astrid knew that they weren't going to make it to the end, if they consciously or unconsciously kind of railed it in, because it was well, I'm not going to use these resources if I'm not going to the end, and just kind of.
This was a pre-planned look. So what could she hone in?
Sharkeisha just want to fight.
I'm like, do we want to give her some time? And I'm like, no, we're not doing this.
Just want to fight, y'all.
If I remember correctly, she was the same person talking about somebody not being prepared for a fucking show just last week. And then here we get to today, and all of a sudden now we're saying, oh, maybe she honed it in because she knew she wasn't going to win. Fuck that noise. He thought this was top 3 material, and that is the gag, and that is the goop. Hiya, chop.
You do not have to kick her. Don't kick her.
I'm not done. Okay. No, I'm done. I'm finished. No, listen, I just want everyone to know that this show is for entertainment purposes only, and content is not intended to lie. Any religion, race, Astrid, company, individual, or wigs, all opinions expressed by Matty Rants and program participants are solely personal views and not affect the opinions of every human being on the planet. No hate. Nothing. No hate. y'all stop typing. Should be sent to me or any of the shows or individuals mentioned in this program. So please don't feel food.
She gonna take a contract out on you.
She'd have to follow through. She'd have to follow through. She'd have to follow through. Because Lord knows if she felt like she wasn't going to get me, then she would stop, right? She wouldn't care as much, right? According to you. Yeah, keep it clear and keep it real. Boo, Wendy Sisterberger, boo. There were some excellent moments from Astrid this season, though, so I'm not going to sit here and say that she was, the whole season. No. Even your Pirates of the Caribbean, I didn't want to go there, but you were there. Last week, look, was stellar. You just moved like a weirdo in it. But other than that, it's been good. It's been good. It's been good. I'm maybe not telling the truth there, but yeah, there you go. I can't wait to see her at GameStop. Mm-hmm. I think that's everybody. Yeah. There's 5 of them. We're good there. She gave me a GameStop display.
GameStop. Is Astrid got a little GameStop booty? Little GameStop booty. I miss little GameStop booty.
No, I can't.
I'm gonna watch that when we get done. That video brings me joy.
You bringing it? I can't.
You're shaking that little GameStop booty.
So, Julie, we sat here and we went over all other choices for today. Let's bring these people back out. Waka waka.
I can't even do the other. Well, I can't get the tone right.
Like it's literally it's like 2 different pills, honey, sitting over here. It's giving Big Tarvey on one side and Discovery on the right.
Not Big Tarvey. Devato. Not Big Tarvey.
Well, we gotta take this one with food, and this one you're gonna have to do with water.
I am not. That's the one thing that I'm not looking forward to with this new season of Drag Race. We gotta watch 49 different medication commercials between every commercial break.
Child, I can't wait to figure out how everybody's gonna get their traumas out this season. Ooh, it's gonna either be the day you going home or it's gonna be in the middle of the season. Y'all, we have to keep a counter every time that someone brings up their past trauma that they go home this season to see how many people on the day of the episode got eliminated, because that's how it normally goes. I've pretty broken my chair.
Ask her where she was on January 6th. Spice, where were you on January 6th? Girl, I can't even tell you. My mama tried to give me.
That was like, what? That was too black for Spice. Listen,
it was.
Julie's over here like, girl, my bub.
It was.
You just sound like someone who had a black woman inside of them. But
I can't even say.
Not even Dooley can't even do that.
I can't even say.
I was like, girl, that was a little too Dejanay for Spice's level.
It was giving Dejanay.
January 6th. Oh my God, what day was that? That's how that would be. Like, what day was that? Because every morning we go to Starbucks and we totally get like our venti, like espresso macchiato, like non-foam whipped cream, like extra almond milk. Because the girls got toots. Oh my gosh. But let me tell you what I said about Marsha yesterday. I said, why does Marsha look like her way of reading someone is by calling them ghetto?
You're so poor. You tried to order Amy Schwa salad. You said Nicole. Girl. Okay.
Oh, okay. Let's guys. You guys. We didn't come here for this. We came here.
May I have the floor, please? May I have the floor? Enough of this ghetto lexit.
This show is for entertainment purposes only. Content is not intended to malign any religion, race, company, spice, sugar, individual, astrids, or wigs. I swear I should make up a new one for every time something happens and add a new name into it. Girl, I can't. Anywho, our favorite people in our favorite office chairs have a nice conversation with them about, bitch, let's keep it very clear. Now, the Boulet Brothers I'm sitting in someone's house chairs while the guest judges are sitting in someone's office chairs,
It's
okay?
giving reception. It's giving reception.
Very reception, or
It's giving
you're
reception.
this is the divorce court lawyer that you have to go ahead and see this week. Either way, it's always a good time. Now, we find out that Hoso is the winner of this week's challenge. I kind of agree with this based off
I
of
do.
full presentation performance. Look.
She was number one, and Coco was a close set. Like, period.
And he's the only one who's barefoot on the stage as well, which would make me concerned for her immune system, as well as, what's on the floor, because I know they don't sweep. You can tell it's Dragula.
I was gonna say, you at Boulet, you might step on a tack.
They don't sweep. It gives me we leave needles on the floor on purpose.
It does.
Fright feet. Get to the hospital in time. No, but
you got tetanus. Good luck.
Is your jaw locking up? Gotcha. Treat yourself to the hospital visit.
Saw 2 is an entire Fright feet.
Couldn't do it. And you're talking to someone who has stepped on a nail before. Full. We don't even have basements in Texas, so imagine me being in Alabama going down a basement in my grandmother's old house, and I stepped on that sucker, and I had sandals on, and unfortunately they were thin Old Navy sandals. That nail went straight through.
Oh,
like every movie I see where that scene pops up, my foot starts to tingle and I start to get a very uneasy feeling in my stomach, because that was the most excruciating pain ever. Because it was surprising, because you're just minding your business. What? The initial, oh, I'm sorry, that's not a normal feeling. Ow. But that took a while to heal too. But yeah, I still have that tingling feeling every time I see something with nails. I'm like, oof. Hate it. Now that would be a fright feat, to have them walk on glass or on fire.
The final challenge is them walking on Legos.
Expert Legos.
It's the expert mode.
Expert Legos. So we find out that the consequences of whatever they needed to say from the last couple episodes, where that was actually something that was used as a device to make us all think that was going to happen the following episode, but it didn't. And now it does. The consequences are, if you didn't win this week, then you are up for elimination. And there will not be 4 people going to the finale. It will only be 3.
Dun, dun, dun.
There is one person, actually 2 people in particular, that I already know what's up. It's not Coco and it's not Victoria. It's Astrid and it's Eva. Oh, the faces. Once I saw nothing happening here, I was like, yeah, she gone. Gone. This actually was cooler in the light.
I'm more interested in the construction of this headpiece. When I first saw it, I was like, it looks like a modified put play mask. Like she cut out sections and just kind of reconstructed. That's what I thought it was. I don't know.
It's probably. I have a feeling that Astrid doesn't mind in putt play. I have a feeling.
Girl, let me grab my purse. It's time for you to go.
It's giving that vibe. Coco knew she wasn't going nowhere. She said, I am puss. I am see you next Tuesday. I know none of y'all are even touching that level of me. I'm puss. I'm good. And I knew it too. I was like, you were a Boulet brother, girl. I ain't sending you nowhere.
They're not sending you home.
This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. The age of Astrid going on.
You know what I might have done if I had to produce this?
How?
I would change this up. I would be a little shady.
How?
I'm gonna give Coco the win. I want
put Hoso and Astrid up next to each other.
I want them to both be on the platform next to each other so that we can feel the resolution of that entire mess. And of course, we would save Hoso because Hoso deserves to be there.
Are you referring to that your perspective on drag comment, Rich? Is that what you were referring to? I heard it and you wrote it and I left it on the table, but you better believe I sat there and I said, is that what your answer would be for yourself too in this moment? Seeing as you're okay. If it was the other shoe on the other, but okay. Doobie's quiet because he knows that was some tea.
I'm gonna mind my business, child.
Bitch, I know them wings at Buffalo Wild Wings was motherfucking good. All that
You want a
sausage.
vitamin? I want a vitamin. You want a vitamin?
As long as it encompasses all ratios of the body. Is it a multi?
It does. They're horse pills though. You want one?
Oh, that must be that drag mortar then. Okay, let's see. Here.
It's the big pill. It's a big pill. It's not a little child.
Well, we don't want to say those things, but
Matt is never getting off your neck. Look what you did. I can't even save you, boy. Sorry, girl.
I mean, this entire season has been an entire headache for me. Honestly, I like the. No, I'm not going to do that because I know people are fans of this baby, and me talking about like this right now is probably like this fat over here just having this cough. He just saying all this kind of shit because she's with. I bet. I'm sure of it. I totally get it. I get it.
Not even that, baby.
It's not that deep. Because again, if I saw her in person, and not the last time I saw her in person, but if I saw her in person, wait, what did she say to us when she walked by? Wait, I forget because
I don't remember either.
It was DragCon LA, picture it, 2022, and me and Julie are in there, and I swear, Astrid, this was you because you were in your xenomorph costume.
She was nice to me.
She didn't say anything crazy. She goes, "Oh, wait, aren't you that guy that does those reviews?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "Okay." And then it was just a push on moment from there. And I was like, I did drag her for her season.
You did. I still have the photo.
I mean, you waited in line, but I don't have I don't hate nobody. They don't like me after the show. That's fine. I talked a lot of shit. The other girls, honey, they come around. Oh, girl, when you got me together for this one, but let me get you up. Tia Coffee got me.
But they knew it was a part. Tia, Jasmine.
And I dragged Tia through the mud.
Baby, we talked to Candy. It was like, Candy girl, listen, we did go kind of hard during your season. It wasn't like it wasn't like
Julie,
that.
you had a whole separate conversation I'm sitting with Candy at Simone and Gigi's house.
Yeah.
Smoking and talking about a lot of stuff. And it's like, you cannot take what is happening here and go, those guys, you got it all wrong. This is for shits and giggles. I swear to God.
Matty Morphosis had a ball. Had a good old time.
Jasmine Kennedy. I call her Kennedy.
Approached us. Came to us.
She also rolled up on our live panel show. Bitch, I don't want to hear it.
It's all love, y'all. It's not even.
I don't want to hear it. My titties are big and long. You will not. Like, no. We have like Silky, bitch.
June Jambalaya.
Bitch.
We drag.
I've gone in.
Come top to top.
But again, when I see them in person and someone's like, you just don't keep that same energy. No, because I didn't hate them. I never disliked them. I'm looking at the TV show. If they give me material, honey, I'm going to make a goddamn garment.
I'm not saying the artist formerly known as Brian Watkins, specifically in their gay data. We are not saying that. That is not what we are saying.
Raja D. O'Hara, Johanna example. I used to call her.
Saying that.
Bitch, I would. She got me together. She was like, the Urkel jokes now, they were funny though, man. I'm like, see? And what did she do? And look at this. And if things will show you that it's not that deep, pow, bam, what up, fam? That's all I'm saying. It's never that deep. Maybe one day Astrid could put a bunch of construction paper on me and some plywood and some tools and turn me into a thief. Possibly.
Man, Taylor.
I've talked to Eureka, bitch. Me and Eureka talked at a whole Hollywood Hills party. Sweaty down, sweetest bitch I know. Like, honestly, she was really nice. So, she also was like, girl, I didn't take you seriously. I was like, you'd be surprised. She goes, some people just don't. They be like defending me.
Y'all be in the comments trying to cape for your favorite. You look real silly.
Because they're not reading that going, thanks for having my back. They're going, girl, she is saying a lot. Like, that's tea. I'm not going to even tell you what drag queen from your favorite show that y'all live and breathe for I sat down with and we read messages and posts and comments and just kikied at folks. She was like, this girl sent me a whole screenshot of her arguing on my behalf. I was like, what? Insane. So, anywho. God bless y'all, though, the sane ones, the fandom that has not lost their grip on reality. Because sometimes I be turning the corner like, ooh, who got a brick? Ooh. Speaking of bricks,
I had a couple of names lined up, and I was like, you know,
oh, I mean, we could just. Oh, her too. That bitch for real.
I mean, it's something to say when the merchandise that you brought on the show got more airtime than you. I'm gonna take some water. I'm thirsty.
I would feel some kind of way if a styrofoam head was my talking point as well, Dooley.
I thought the chicken was lovely.
She was too big and too important to be interviewed by me. I come around the corner to your friend. Oh, I'm free now. Oh, you are? I'm a Libra with a Virgo rising and a fucking Gemini moon. A grudge. Emotional grudge. I will never forget that day. Ever. I was like, wow. Okay. But you know, as a reminder,
they said disclaimer.
This program was for entertainment purposes only. Content lighted to blighting religion, race, company, styrofoam heads, astrids, drag queens, genders, individual wigs, penises. I don't know. I always tell that story because it was like people were next to me that knew me, like from Rant Pack people. And when they saw that go down, I remember that boy had said, what was his name? He said, Matt, did I just see her give you the I'm too important? Did. And there was no one in that line.
That's when you do clownery.
Looking like a whole hiccup. I was like, oh, okay.
Clownery.
Girl, I ain't never seen someone look like a gas bubble trying to tell me what time they had. I was like, oh, okay, bitch. You look like you're stuck in someone's esophagus. Anywho, the ghouls got bodies returned to the stage.
Body.
None of them provided by T.I. and Tiny. Hoso was an emotional wreck.
Girl, I forgot about that case.
I ain't never letting them light skin. Those are the real light skin bandits. Ooh, Matthew. Okay, we got to keep this going.
I've been focusing on Roe versus Wade. I forgot about them, baby.
Man, not me saying man after that.
Or child. Child.
Oh.
Let me go schedule my pad.
Our country is so sad. Okay. So
nationalism.
Race. This disclaimer is brought to you by our last few comments is we deserve this disclaimer. Anywho, Hoso got play with my emotion. Hey me. Oh.
My emotions by Destiny's Child.
Eva Destruction knew when that shoulder pad passed her by, whether you can tell from the eye jutting out of the socket or the possibly high-rise eyebrow that she has drawn on her face. She knew there is no way that they're going to keep her over Victoria. But the Boulet Brothers, I took screenshots of your shitty, shady behavior. Mm-hmm. Oh, that was fucked up. But Eva was like, it's over. Stone cold. Astrid was tucking her knees in because guess what? Yeah, they weren't going to lose Coco over you. Bye, Caillou. Bye, Caillou. But no, Astrid honestly did bring something to the table. One day I'll recognize what it was.
Matt been waiting for this moment for like 8 weeks.
I thought this was going to happen so long ago. And I don't want to be mean, and I'm gonna smile about it. I hate it. Because again, I want these people to be successful outside the show. But your time on Titans was fucking annoying. You were annoying as fuck. You know that, and you think it's funny. It's not. I was annoyed by your presence. Every breath you were breathing, and it had to do with Abora and Hoso and that full nonsense girl. I was over you. The gaslighting that you also claim that Hoso did, you did yourself. All that deflection shit you did yourself. You were the victim in damn near every fucking story. I was tired of you, Caillou. So, please forgive me for being so happy, but Jesus, it was a bit of an annoying ride to go through this season. You can feel bad, and I can too, but not right now.
This water is delicious.
Oh. It's like now I can enjoy the show. So forgive me for going this hard. And if that's your friend, oh my God, Matthew, I apologize. And Astrid's like, Matt, that was mean. I'd apologize, but I would be real and say you were one of the less enjoyable parts of this entire season, beginning to end. You might as well have been Sugar and Spice, Hoso and Astrid. You might as well. Might as well. Just hire the two of them. Just send them to places. Have them make out with each other. Girl, I was tired. Coco Kane, it was a blessing. It was a blessing to see you up there smiling, knowing that, you know, Humpty Dumpty fell off that wall and into that hole and cracked, and you were still here to be. Now, when you came downstairs to support this widow after her second white husband has left the competition, I would like to take this picture out of context by saying Coco really went up to Hoso and said, "You got my $3.50? That bag of chips I got you last week and that soda this morning, I need that $3.50 back."
In California, it's probably $13.75.
Not these two white women looking at these colorful folks moving into their neighborhood and being upset. I'm kidding. But it does look like they just found out their new neighbors are going to take the property rate down, and they are pissed.
There goes the neighborhood.
Girl, we just put a pool in over here, and you're telling me our rates are going to go down $50,000? Bill, where will we move? Anywho. If you've seen that Amazon show, you know what I'm talking about. Woo! Okay. This 40-year-old and 50-year-old women are now sitting up here.
Baby, they are 23 and 29.
I'm just telling you the facts of what age will do to their skin. But this 40 and 50-year-old are up here, and they're about to dive into hell. They're holding each other's hands. Eva gives us a speech in her confessional. I am Eva fucking Destruction, and this is my speech whenever I go home. And, you know, Eva, I'm going to tell you this, though. You did look sickening when you had your hands up here, sister. I was like, okay, girl, pop off. You know, this one over here looked like if Raven sat in the tanning bed for too long.
Child, I thought that was Raven.
I mean, that is her color.
And her texture.
Swanthulu, you're a bitch.
This was real good, though.
She said... Victoria. Pause. Eva's face. There's a real person behind all of this. Listen, you would have thought they're not going to give it to her. It's actually going to be for me. Psych!
I might have dropped Victoria. And been like, deal with it, girl.
TBH. The only reason I would drop Victoria is because, as Coco stated in her opinion, girl, you're fine. You're successful already. You have your own business that you're fine. Some of the people need the money on top of the validation, but at the same time, Victoria's put in work this season. Underperformed, but she's put in work in the floor shows, etc., etc. So Victoria is safe. Now everybody can sit on their flat feet and be thankful they've made it to the finale. So we have Victoria Black, Hoso Teratoma, and Coco Big Titties McGee Kane. Oh, big titties. These are flat chest today, girl. Oh, you were a Boulet brother. That's right.
I ain't got no titties.
Look at that. See, look at that, y'all. I was looking for a biblical. I was looking for a breast biblical, and I didn't get it. And this is what happened. She was a Boulet brother today. Flat-chested bird and flying in any weather. Anywho, who you got, Dooley? Coco? Cool. All right, end the show. Just kidding. No, we're not. It's Coco.
I can't believe that, like, through the narration of the season, that Victoria is no longer, like, I've, like, turned against her. It's the spirit. It's the spirit of entitlement that they've kind of been highlighting throughout, and I feel bad that that's been, like, her storyline. I just think it would be rather unsatisfying to crown her based upon the story that was told.
You can never tell an entitled person about their entitlement, or anyone that doesn't seek or see the entitlement that has been given to them, because that's.
I also hate that Hoso is stuck in the middle of, like, Hoso legitimately did a good job. But it's stuck between
her storyline is like sucking on face from one person on their last breath, and the other person who takes breaths of air from fucking children in their beds. Yeah, like literally, Hoso was in a relationship with both the boogeyman and the tooth fairy. Like, no, like, I'm sorry, I love her down, and I think she's done a really good job, like you said, this season. But the story of how she got here was annoying.
It's not compelling.
Not at all. And Victoria,
the drama undermines this great package that you put together.
Victoria, like, showed up every episode to perform on the floor show and to showcase her drag. But as far as, like, backstage presence goes and personality is concerned, I've pissed on floors with more heat. So, yeah. For me, it's between Coco and Hoso, even though Victoria is fucking amazing. If she wins, I wouldn't be surprised. And I think that all of them deserve to have this crown. But it's going to be Coco for me. Please, in my cane. Are we done? Are we finished today? Is that a wrap? I think that's it.
That's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
Don't do it like that.
Y'all want to hear that gross cameo request now? Wee!
Oh, I forgot about her. What it has said.
Oh, girl. Child. Dragula Titans is on an app called Shudder. Get your subscriptions ready to cancel.
Let me go ahead and do that right now.
Finale is next week. Thanks for tuning in. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Drop a tip in somebody's jar if you feel like it. Those Cash App $signs are available, as well as this PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo downstairs. I appreciate the new Patreon subscribers. I see y'all that came through during this live. Let's see here. Yeah, CJ, I see you, the most recent one. So shout out to you, baby. Also, what else did I have to mention? The next time you'll see me, today being Wednesday, will be Saturday for Canada versus the World. I will be taking Thursday and Friday off. Matty has to do a bunch of errands tomorrow. Like a bunch of errands tomorrow. Like, I got to go to the doctor's office, do a whole bunch of stuff. I got time for that. And Friday, I'm going to be spending some time with my friends. Okay? So Saturday, catch me for Canada versus the World. Also catch me on Scotty by Nature's channel for Boys Not Out. I think it's our season finale from that. Time to read. Yeah, they do seasons. I do every damn Sunday.
Come on, season.
Because we don't have shit to not talk about. There you go. I received this cameo request yesterday, and it was for a 24-hour request. It was sent around 12 o'clock in the afternoon. So me being, 9 a.m. today, let me take care of this. This is the first thing I read. It was titled Hanukkah.
Did I spell it correctly?
Nope. Instructions. Jim, you're a dirty, granny, loving son of a bitch. That is the first sentence.
Granny?
Granny.
Oh, child.
You support a shit team in some town.
Girl, where's the disclaimer?
Like, you're a bald, stone cold wannabe. You will fuck anything with a pulse and some without. But even after all that, your mate loves you. Merry Christmas, you pickle fucker. If you would like me to do a cameo request, please don't send something like that. I will not say that unless I can get paid for it on my own channel.
She said not necromancy.
Because that gave me, you want me to say all of that, save, cut, clip out of context, boom, bam. No. And also, I can't imagine someone getting a cameo request from their friend like, here you go. And then they see my face. Hi, this is your boy Matty Rants. You're a dirty. Yeah, see that's not how we work. So, Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays to you. I hope you're all doing well. They ask how many of you amigos you get. Oh, okay. No, I gotta respond to this today. Hold on. It's Drag Tea served with Matt. Hit me up on Twitter. Hey Matt, this other Matt.
Oh, I know them.
I'll hit you up later, baby. I don't get messages, Dooley. My shit be going right into the other box.
I'll be texting and calling Matt and get a call back or a text back 8 hours later. So y'all definitely not getting what?
I don't. Yeah,
y'all definitely not getting what?
I don't get.
It's on vibrate and on do not disturb.
That it is. My phone.
If I was dying, I'm not calling that.
My phone be going. Only time it may be off from do not disturb is maybe for like 3 or 4 hours out the day, and that is because I'm still asleep and I forgot my do not disturb came off. You know what I mean? No shade to it, but when I get notifications, my phone, especially if I post anything, and I'm in the middle of my feeling, and blue, 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 or I'm sitting alone in the dark for some odd reason that doesn't need to be described, and all of a sudden, blue, blue, blue. The mood, everything is gone. Or if I'm on a date, blue, blue. Oh my goodness. My date yesterday at the movie theater, phone was lighting up. Who hitting you up? I'm on YouTube. Nah, 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 nah. Oh, okay. But he's doing this the whole time. At one point, I was like, here, like, look at my phone. Speaking of which, I saw the menu.
It wasn't given.
B-, C+. It started off really well, and then we got to that finale, and it was like, oh, that's what's about to happen? And then that's the end of the movie? I was pressed, but shout out to AMC Insider Rewards. I only paid $6 to go see a movie at 9:00 at night, which is basically unheard of. So yeah, we had a fun time. It was okay. Oh, also, fuck the people who were sitting next to us that coughed through the entire movie. It's clear that you were sick and you went to the movies. You thought you could rent out the whole row up there and you didn't. And so as we're sitting up there, this is how they cough and Dooley, not like a with the throat, like there's things happening
that
in here.
Congested.
So me and my date are sitting there like this. and I gotta be loud. So I was like, can you imagine bringing somebody who is sick to a movie theater in an enclosed space and just treating it like a fucking bag that you would spit in? And I said that out loud, like really loud. So his sister looks over at me. They're in PJs, mind you. I don't know what y'all doing outside in your
They're in
pajamas.
pajamas?
In pajamas, not running up the stairs, but in this movie theater. Yes. And I'm sitting here going, I made my whole little statement. She's gonna look at me crazy. And I turned and looked at her and I was like, God bless you. She got on her phone and probably tweeted about me.
They would have to get my money back.
She needs to find a new you know what, Matthew?
Not microdermabrasion.
She needs. I was about to say clean and clear should be her go-to because whatever she's using ain't working.
Microdermabrasion.
I fought with someone who brought their crying kid to see Smile. Ooh, they brought their child into that movie. Ooh, after what I saw, Dooley.
I was with Chris Owens. We were in Resident Evil at the 11:30 p.m. showing, and somebody brought a crying child. I would say the kid had to be maybe 2 or 3.
I gotta be real. Have you seen Smile yet?
I have not.
You gotta watch it. I can't recommend it enough. Like I was gagged how good that movie was. I was quite surprised because it didn't seem like it was going to be good. Once I saw that the girl looked like that one girl in that one movie that I don't like, I was like, she don't look like nobody but somebody I don't like. And then the story kept going. It just got progressively better and better. And then the twist was just, I think that's my favorite part. The twist was fucked up. And it was like, oh, this became a lot darker than we needed to go see. Oh my God. So yeah. Kind of sad I saw it at home. I wish I saw it in the movie theater. Oh yeah.
On my roster. I'm on my holiday movie kick now. I'm going through my holiday movie cycle.
I feel that. So movie you're watching on Christmas Day, because mine's always A Christmas Story.
So I have a holiday rotation, and so it kind of depends on what I haven't watched by then. So I always do Home Alone 1 and 2. I do Best Man 1 and 2.
See, now I'm gonna have to watch Home Alone. Thanks.
I do Julie. Die Hard 1 and 2.
Okay.
Jingle All the Way.
Ew, but I get it. That's a childhood classic, though. I remember watching that as a kid.
Last year, and I was just in the spirit, and I watched Santa Claus.
I was just about to say, did you watch the Tim Allen movie?
Not the new one. I have not. I'm still mad for being a jerk face.
I missed Tim Allen before I found out his political views.
He's from my state.
Ooh.
He's a conservative Michigander.
Mm-hmm. You know, very much that. Yeah, I do Christmas Story like consistently. Like I literally have it on repeat, and I will start. I've
never seen it in its entirety. Y'all can drag me. It goes in the same bucket as Grease, where every time I try to watch it, I fall asleep. Sorry, but not sorry. I've seen sections of the movie. I've probably seen a nice portion of it. But like I've never watched it from start to finish. I fall asleep every time.
Oh my God, Rika, that is me. It's a classic. I know. I'm trying not to give you this, but I'm like, as your friend, I'm like, oh my God, like, oh my God. If you ever get a chance, please. It's a sweet, great
Christmas Story, obviously. Christmas Carol, obviously.
They even have a Hallmark new Christmas Story that's like 30 years later. Christmas Story that just came out on HBO Max. I have to watch. Okay, that's okay. Oh, my heart hurts, but okay.
I have tried several times. Carmelo,
I'll do Gremlins on Christmas.
I love Gremlins. Mm-hmm. Elf, Sleep. I do not think Will Ferrell is funny. Sleep.
Elf was hilarious. Oh my goodness.
Sleep.
I was such a fan
Santa. I'm like, you are a grown. Okay, girl.
It's like going up the escalator though. Like when he's got his whole leg.
I got dragged during high school and college for not liking Elf. Also got dragged for not liking Talladega Nights.
That I can agree with you on is not being a funny movie whatsoever. Let's see here.
Let me tell y'all, my holidays was real dark skinned Michael Jackson. We was listening to The Temptation and Jackson 5 on repeat, watching dark skinned friend like Michael Jackson do stuff on TV. I was not paying attention to that. Y'all gotta understand who Dion is. We wouldn't watch
it. Exactly. From nothing happening during the month.
This Christmas I have seen. Probably would watch that. Might watch that today. Nightmare Before Christmas. Not in my top 10 favorites, but I have seen it and I do enjoy it.
Which one again? Which one?
They're talking about the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, he has seen that. That's good. God bless him if he had.
I've seen it twice.
He wouldn't be able to have that alt conversation if he didn't see that movie.
Alt drag. Alt drag.
Oh my goodness. No, Nightmare Before Christmas is a classic. Charlie Brown movies were
Charlie Brown I really like.
Yeah, that was my mom's favorites. She was, because my mom was born in the 40s, so her favorite cartoon was Peanuts. So she was always happy when she realized I was a big fan of it too. And then we had to have that conversation about Franklin, and then we had a very long conversation. Franklin was the only black one that was there.
Oh, he was sitting on the one side of the table.
My mama was always like, let's talk about these episodes and break this down, because you may miss things and I need to share with you. I love the show, but let's talk about it. I was like, ooh, okay. Yeah. Also watch Batman Returns for Christmas. That's a good one to watch on Christmas. That was Christmas themed.
That movie made me gay.
It made all of us gay.
It was just the perfect cocktail. It's something inside that movie just activated.
Like Gen Zers had Mean Girls, and we had Batman Returns.
Michelle, baby, when she cartwheeled and knocked the mannequin's heads off,
the back handsprings. It was the back handsprings. It's her jump roping with her whip and just all of it out. And when she scratched that guy like this, and then pushed.
I was 4 when that movie came out. It activated something inside of me. I don't know.
A canary out of a fucking cage and eats it, and then the penguin has to puts the knife to the cat. Like that was but PETA was having a fit that year. Like, oh yeah. I don't know about you, Miss Kitty, but I'm feeling so much yummier.
It activated my gay gene.
And Michelle Pfeiffer was immediately fan favorite for the rest of my life. And What Lies Beneath, I went and saw that because of Michelle Pfeiffer in Batman Returns. I put that on everything.
You saw Dangerous Minds in theater?
Did see my parents would take me to all the wrong movies. That's how I saw Jackie Brown, and that's my favorite movie. I saw Terminator 2. I saw lots of really bad movies for a child that you shouldn't see as a kid. So that was one of them. I actually enjoyed it when I saw that in the theater. Isn't that crazy as a kid? This I
remember that drop. Terminator 2 is one of my favorite movies of all time, and I also saw that movie when I was too young. I think I was 5 when I saw that movie.
I think the reason why they did that with me, though, is because I had brothers who were older and we were much younger. So it was like a family thing. And it's like, well, if we're there with them, they won't feel like it's whatever. But meanwhile, as a child, I'm like, oh my God, I get to see this and I get to talk about it at school. I went and saw an R-rated movie today. What? Sure did. And here I am on YouTube talking about movies. Bam. Thank you, parents and siblings, for being terrible people. Do y'all remember Snow Day? Yes, I do. That was a Nickelodeon movie.
Snow Day?
It was a Nickelodeon movie from back in the Gap. I want to say, what's her name? Trachtenberg? Michelle Trachtenberg. She's in that movie. Yeah, I think she's in that movie, if I'm correct. There was a point when I got out of Nickelodeon and I just kept my life on Cartoon Network because Nickelodeon got really, and I just didn't want to go there. And then it got back to this again. It was like, oh, okay. I've noticed that lately. She was also took us to see Misery. And I was like, oh, girl, you went and saw that at night. Oh, that scene with the foot.
I saw Misery by accident. I saw Misery when I was 13, And I woke up early for some Saturday morning cartoons, and I woke up a few hours too early, so it had to be maybe like 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning, and then they were playing it on ABC. So I sat and watched it, and then I started my cartoon.
I think mine was The Exorcist. I really wish I didn't sit and watch that as a child. Ruined me, girl.
That was a scary movie.
Ruined. Never felt safe in the dark ever again after that one. Okay, let's wrap this up because this could turn into a podcast. Julie, social medias, please. And I'm ordering Taco Cabana.
I really want some Del Taco. We don't have them here.
I'm in a taco mode. Oh, I hate Del Taco.
I would love a taco. You can find me on Twitter. Also, shout out to Penelope. I see you on the Cash App. Thank you, baby.
Thank you, Penelope. We see you.
You can find me on Twitter at _dooley_. That's _DOOLEYNOTED_. On Instagram, I'm Dooley with 2 underscores in the middle. That's DOOLEY__NOTED. And for anything else that you want to know, everything else is at linktree.com/Dooley__noted.
Don't yell at him, Dooley. All right, thank you. I'm just kidding. Everything.
Oh, you want me to use my top voice? You ready? Oh, sorry.
That's it? Okay.
That's a very PG-13.
I'm like, my wink. Okay.
I transform and I be saying some wild stuff. And afterwards I'll be like, baby, what is going on? What's in your spirit? Where did that come from?
Now listen, if you want me to sound like somebody's VITC thinks the rest in that bedroom, you found the right one. Because if I turn that voice on, you're gonna be like, oh my gosh. It's like, you're welcome. Touch me, Dave. I'm just playing. Okay. At Matty Rants everywhere except for the Matty Rants.
I would never say that under a normal context, but you know.
I'm more upset that I've heard that before used. Like,
it's real. I feel like that's real gutter butt, but I'm gonna say it.
You know what? If that's what you like, if that's what you want, if someone found that to be entertaining, you know, hey. I ordered a large chicken fajita quesadillas, 1 black beans, that's your fiber, chips in roja salsa, and a large sopapilla with honey for dipping, not dulce leche. I like honey with sopapillas. At Matty Rants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the Matty Rants. You can find that all in the description down below. I have the reactions on Patreon for as low as $1. Bookable on Cameo, not for your nasty pig stuff, but you know, for the sweet things that you need in life. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for the tips. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for all of you being in the comment section here. Make sure you get to the comment section after this one, not the live chat, but the comment section, to leave your thoughts on what you think is going to happen for the finale as well as this episode. It's your boy Matty Rants, and it's Dooley _noted. You'll see us again on Sunday, but you'll see me again on Saturday. See, I had to order my food to get this out. All right. My brain was like, don't say another fucking word till you press this button. Oh, please.
Keeps, don't do me. So big like the sun. Hope you got about. That's my jam. Don't do that.
Talk about ass with the one. No, wait, okay, listen.
Put it in my face. Shove it. Don't do me. That's my jam. Wait.
All the nasty girls know Trina. Okay. All the nasty girls. And if you ain't a freak, you don't know Trina. That's Missy. That's Missy. Break me up.
I was thinking,
tell me what you got. All you want is a 1 minute. Ooh, yes, baby. Show them that you make me love me.
Be all right.
Elliot deserves more.
Jam.
She is. Ooh, y'all know these new girls. You didn't grow up in the age of Missy. You didn't grow up in the age of babies wearing pants and it being really fashionable like that. That masculine energy that they were trying to make the girls go through in the industry. You weren't here for it. You don't know any of that.
Emil, Missy, Lady of Rage, who else? All the girls.
There was a whole phase of the
Yo-Yo.
music industry. All the ladies was giving butch, and it was like, what is happening? But like that was the gimmick. That was the style. Was bringing like people into it.
One of our first LGBT icons.
Some of the best music came out of that era. Bitch, you didn't know who was eating anybody's cat. You just knew that was the style.
You just knew that this track was fire, and it didn't care, and we didn't care.
We didn't care. We didn't care. Ain't nobody was wearing condoms back then. Go in. Let's see.
Girls. All right.
What a way to end it. All right, Dooley. Thanks for tuning in. Hugs and kisses. Our best love and wishes. This is your boy, Matty Rants and Dooley _. See you next Wednesday for Dragula Titans. See you Saturday for Canada versus World. See you Sunday for the panel. We, as a group, will be going over season 15's Meet the Queens. Can't wait to hear my brother's opinions. All right. We'll see.
Something is going to be a lot.
We fall down, but we get up. See you next time. Bye.
Listen.